Before you get started on this first piece of your draft for Essay 1, I want to take a minute and explain to you what exactly I'm looking for here in this essay plan. This is designed to help you get your thoughts organized about the essay. Often when we write about literature, we tend to give plot summary and not really make an argument. So before you begin writing your paragraphs and constructing those, I want you to have a clear argument outline that will keep you on track, that will keep you from plot summary and toward an essay that is thesis driven. In other words, toward an essay that actually proves a claim or a thesis. So at the top of this plan, you'll see some lines for a thesis statement. Now, you can print this out, write on it, and screenshot it and submit it that way, or you are welcome to just retype all of this and type it out in a Word document, whichever is easier for you. So you will put your working thesis statement up at the very top. I'm going to look at all of these plans and will guide you in adjustments if necessary. So a day or so after you submit this plan, before you start your rough drafts, please revisit my comments, okay? So please check your grades and check this specific assignment so that you will make any necessary adjustments before you start that draft. So your thesis statement, remember, you're answering the question, what social or political or power issue is highlighted in the particular short story that you have chosen to talk about. So you're going to answer that question as your thesis statement. So let's say, for example, my thesis statement is Kate Chopin's Story of an Hour highlights how marriage at the turn of the 20th century could be stifling for women. Okay, now there's an argument, and those are things that I want to talk about. And that would be my thesis statement. Then I've got to come up for claims or reasons that are going to support that thesis. In other words, what are my topic sentences going to be? Why do I think that Chopin is suggesting marriage could be stifling for women? So what are 3 reasons why I think that? Not necessarily the actual evidence for the text yet, but what are 3 reasons why I think that? So do you want to talk about setting, for example? Discuss the setting. You could discuss the irony at the end of the story. You could discuss perhaps the sister of Mrs. Mallard. Those would be 3 reasons, right? 3 claims. The setting proves it, the ending, the ironic ending proves it, and the role of that sister proves that marriage could be stifling for women. So those would be your claims: sister, setting, irony. Then what you would do is list the examples from the text that would support that claim. So that's where you would talk about the setting and how she saw all this freedom, right? You could even, one of your claims could be her repetition of the word free, okay? But let's say we're sticking to setting, so you would pick out those places in the story that specifically talked about the setting and why you thought that proved it to be stifling. Okay, same thing with the ending. How does the irony prove that Chopin is highlighting how marriage could be stifling for women? So that's what I'm looking for here. So your thesis is your specific answer to the question. Your claims are going to deal with the elements of the story. So setting, structure, symbol, irony, those types of things. And then the evidence to support those claims will be the actual words, phrases, lines from the text itself. So hope that clears things up. If you have questions about this before you start, please reach out and let me know.